Incoming Stitch.
That all conservative accounts are being restricted.
Someone who voted for Trump and could be considered conservative to a degree. I mean, look at me, I don't really look that conservative, but I actually agree with this, to be honest. No side is innocent to the concept of rage baiting. From my understanding, rage baiting is simply the informed or misinformed act that basically incites rage in an individual to engage or to create more engagement, therefore giving them more sense in their pockets and more virality and more popularity because they're addicted to the egocentric ideology of getting internet famous or whatever. Now, while I do understand that not everyone who makes content has that sole purpose in mind, however, people that are not as red-pilled as you and I might be, not in reference to Republican, I'm referencing The Matrix, okay? And if you haven't seen that movie as a Gen Xer or a Gen Zer or an Alpha, Beta, whatever the other one is, Gen Alpha, I think, then watch it, please, because then you'll know what I'm talking about. I think the younger generations, when they hear red pill, I think they really just automatically assume Republican, but I'm not referencing that. On topic, individuals that are not awake, not woke, awake, okay? There is a stark difference, okay? A lot of times, a lot of people, whether which side you're on, will try to kind of like almost be like, I told you so with certain information to try to one up someone or use it as a means to kind of talk someone down for how stupid they are. But stupid, at least that's from what I've noticed at the very least, because I've done it too, to be quite honest. Doesn't make it right, but I have done it, and I'm trying to not be that person anymore. However, when I got my first account banned last year, it had 110,000 followers. Something's not a big deal. Honestly, my engagement was terrible, and my sort of response, I didn't reply to anybody, really. It just, I really don't know how I even got 110,000 followers, but you know. Anyways, final result or final reason why I had gotten that account banned was because I was trying to make aware something about Michael, Big Mike. If you know, you know, okay? I'm not going to go into greater detail with that. If you really want to know, then do your own research, please. I did it very slyly, like as in I didn't do it with a blatant like, oh, this is this and this is that, and you know what I mean? I didn't use any hypotheticals, which is probably also where I messed up, but did overlay a clip, which was the proof that proved my point to support my argument or claim. Moving forward and reflecting on last year and my mistakes with losing that account, it dawned on me. Exposing that type of sensitive information does nobody any good. It just further proves the distrust you may or may not have with the government, and further divides, conquers people in general. Had also realized that type of exposure could be very influential to people. Influential in the sense of something that I'm very much against, which is gender affirming care for children. As again, if I'm going to reiterate why, as a trans person, I don't feel as though children should be exposed to anything LGBTQIA+. That gives an insisting, or it's very implicative of like sex to a degree, and that is just not for kids. You know, they should live their kid life and have as much, you know, kid type of, you know, experiences that they possibly can before they reach their adulthood, because man, do I wish being 10, 11, 12, 13, even though that they were very cumbersome to a degree. With that being said, I really kind of can apply the same logic to why I think maybe certain accounts that are conservative, or maybe not so conservative, let's just say accounts that are posting information that is very, very too red pilling for an individual to handle. You have to do it in a very artistic sort of way if you're going to at least, you know, give that seed of curiosity or seed of information or whatever when it comes to exposing the rest of the population to the truths about the country, or the truths about the world, if you will. Obviously cannot blatantly say that this is this and this is that. You have to use the hypotheticals from my understanding at least, but also artistically kind of like incorporate it in a very you style sort of video, you know? And you kind of also have to play with the AI and kind of work with it. You know what I mean? Understand that too much conflicting information can really cause a lot of civil unrest. And I know that that's not what you and I want, I hope, at least. Like, I'm not trying to have martial law, I'm not trying to have, like, all that other crap. So it's like, you know, I'm trying to just live my life in as much peace as possible, but at the same time, like, also with, you know, realistic sort of whatever. But, yeah. Anyways, I don't want to rant too long, but, yeah, that's just my perspective. Agree, disagree? I would love to know in the comments. Thank you. Love you. Bye.